Okay, welcome to part 2 with 2Nerds and an Actor. After part 1, we spoke our no spoilae of Joker film. So
Joker film.
I don't know. It's just because it was just
I'm about to say
Joker. Well, it was just Joker. It wasn't like the Joker.
Joker.
Just like
Just
Joker.
Title card.
Exactly.
Joker.
So Joker film thing. So we're gonna get into our spoilae. Yeah, I don't even know where to start, to be honest.
There's so many places.
There's so many things. Okay.
You know what? Let's. You want to? Well, at some point we got to talk about the little gems, the not even Easter eggs, things, the hidden. It's like a self-referential Easter eggs inside the whole fucking movie. There's so many.
I loved all of them. I don't think that Mike loved the film as much as we did, though.
He gave it an 8.5. That's high for Mike.
That's pretty high.
Fuck you mean that's high for Mike?
That's high for you.
No, that's like
No,
regular
it ain't.
for
Do
Mike.
you remember what first Guardians? Think about that.
First Guardians for me got a fucking 10.
Case in point.
What?
So
No.
how is that even relevant?
That's like
to an
regular
It's
for him.
20% less.
We were high for us. We're usually
you
like,
guys,
I'll
yeah,
give it
y'all motherfuckers is usually low on
give it
shit.
like a
Not
7.
me.
I was just trying to offset the shit. It's all good.
With facts, offset with facts.
Contention.
No, you can't offset with facts.
He just, you know what? You should produce reality TV. You're like,
Listen,
this is
y'all-
going to
y'all
make
my
him top.
amigos.
I look like Quavo, but nah.
Oh
Alright,
my
you know
God.
what?
No, he does not.
Here's where I want
I
to
just
start.
want to be clear.
Here's what I want to start. then.
Okay.
Y'all both say y'all don't know where you want to start. Here's where I want to start. And this was clear as day in the trailers, but I didn't know that they were going to take it as far as they did in the movie. The spark for a lot of the citizens of Gotham,
Oh, yeah.
for them to start donning
Wilding.
masks.
I know.
And taken to the streets
To
in
the
mass.
streets.
In masses that I was like, damn, really? That many people? But anyway,
Yeah, it was a lot.
it's a class warfare.
Right, yeah.
The film is essentially class warfare.
Yeah.
It's
And
Occupy Gotham.
Definitely.
It absolutely is, but
For sure.
occupied spelled with like a bat
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and a billy
People
club
are
and- yeah.
mad.
Yeah. And so I think that we saw so many, media warnings to discourage people from going to see this film. Not necessarily because they were worried about the violence.
Maybe they're worried about like an uproar or something.
I think they were more concerned with the fact that this movie doesn't just glorify violence
Right.
when you're having a tough time dealing with things.
Yeah, I forget
It's that Kill the Rich shit.
It's violence directed almost entirely
Yeah.
at the privileged,
Right,
at the
that's
1%,
true. Yeah,
at
yeah.
those in power who do not have sympathetic
Yeah.
feelings towards folks
Any other
who are in it.
situations, yeah.
Those clowns.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
true.
really powerful
It was.
when they had Thomas Wayne say that.
Yo, I was like,
And then try to clean it
confused,
up.
too. Well, I feel like the Thomas Wayne that they presented to was like
The dick.
a dick, and I was like, wait, what? Like, I know it's, I guess it's a different world. I shouldn't be thinking like, but the Thomas Wayne we know, and then I think like, do I even know Thomas Wayne?
Thomas Wayne was supposed to be God's gift to God's gift.
It depends who's writing the world universe, because
Yeah.
like Thomas Wayne from like the Flashpoint
Oof.
universe, he is a dick.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
and he
true.
survived.
I remember that.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that survived in that storyline.
Right.
But this Thomas Wayne, yeah, he was
Yeah.
kind of a dick.
And he's running for mayor, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
running for mayor and
Vote mayor for mayor.
yeah. So I think that's what I think they were really warning folks about, because the media.
That's deep.
I wasn't expecting that to be as big of a theme as it was, but that was to me
It
the
was
overriding theme.
It was.
It
It was.
was.
It was the core theme.
Right.
That part with him and the psychiatrist and there. She's like, they don't give a shit about me.
They
They don't give a shit about you.
Right.
They're like, it's us. I'm like, ooh,
Right.
hello.
Yeah.
Right. I thought that was pretty powerful.
Now we peoples.
But anyway, I started us there. Hope
Yeah.
there's more to break down for this film.
Right. No, I think I agree with all that. And I think that part of it, though, made me upset in like the class war thing, which is kind of something they had to do but I think maybe they didn't know how else to do it. Was like a lot of the people of color didn't get just portrayals in this, but then again, how do you change it? So like all the therapists were black, and since we're in the Spoilae section at the end, it's alluded to that he possibly have killed the one he was talking to, and then the people who beat him up with the sign are a bunch of kids of color, and it was like, damn, can we diversify this a little bit? But it wasn't like a deal breaker for me in the movie, because like it is also supposed to be what, like the 80s,
Yeah.
and like who would have those jobs? Most likely a black woman would have that job, like that kind of stuff. It was just like, damn, whack.
It was kind of like that's the issue with this. Diversity is different than just being in a room with a bunch of people who are with varied experiences who write stuff. Because if someone's in the room, they might go, because there's a lot of those little moments that don't really exist with intention, with the exception of the fact that there are no mistakes in the last part of a film. It was like it's put in intentionally, so that when he's rocking with the gun when he's rocking with the gun and dancing and talking to himself, he points the gun at the screen and the black dude is singing.
Bunch of black people, yeah.
But
oh no!
But it was a white person first looking, and then it switches to a black person singing, and the person is actually singing about taxes and politics and politicians.
Yeah.
That's the
so
actual
the moment
reference.
that you're like, it's an initial like, and then you're like, I mean,
because it doesn't seem, but the intention was different. It's different than people could take whatever they want from a thing. Right. I was like, but the intention was pretty clear for me, and he wasn't like, I'm gonna shoot this black person.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah.
Not close.
No.
Yeah, no, not at all.
If anything, in that scene, he shoots a make-believe pretend person.
Oh, who? Him. Bang.
Yeah. Who can't dance and is trying to steal his girl, some shit like that.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, what are we supposed to trust happened in this film?
I know.
Like
that's what I love.
Like you mentioned that, all the therapists were black.
Right.
But it is quite possible that there was only ever one therapist.
Right.
Who he was seeing as two therapists, but really was just one. So it plays with this whole,
like what's real, what isn't.
Yeah, the narrator is the most unreliable.
As unreliable as they can be.
I loved that, though.
Me too.
Yeah. I think that was the best part of it, because I really was worried, like I said in the no spoilers, that it was going to be like showing me this backstory of the Joker that I don't need.
Right.
And like making me feel things. But again, for me, like, and us who like know the character has grown up either within like animated series or read the comics or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I don't need to feel things for him. Like,
right.
That's not necessary. So I was glad that it was like at any moment you were like, you didn't necessarily feel bad for him. It was like society-wise, you're like, man, this fucking sucks. But then you see the way he portrayed him, you're like, this fucking guy. Oh my God.
I thought it was really honest.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I think it was honest, but like it wasn't in a way where you were like, oh, I feel bad for him. Oh, that's so sad. Or it was just in general a sad tone.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And some of that depends on your personal experience.
I guess that's true.
Because there's not a black person in the world who's going to watch that and be like, or a person comes and be like, they're like, oh, yo, I had a day like that.
I had a day like that.
I definitely had a day like that. And but the who you are determines who you become. And it was like, I enjoyed watching this person spiral out.
Yeah.
I was like, it didn't even feel like a spiral, to be honest. It felt like a homecoming.
Well, that's why, like, when it was like he had a condition. The laughing condition thing, I think, was like genius.
Yeah, it was
however,
pretty cool.
like people feel about how he did it. I think he did it amazingly, because every moment it looked like it hurt because he was trying to stifle it.
It was heart-wrenching.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, you can't laugh. You were like, oh my goodness. And that's just like part of Joaquin's thing.
Yeah.
But also the idea, like, again, we're talking about, you don't know what's real. You don't know what happened. That means you don't know why he is the way he is. Right. There's so many reasons. There could be so many reasons, which is like harkens back to Heath Ledger. How did I get these scars? He did it in a different way. It's like, okay, wait, how did you get these scars? You never really know.
Right.
I think it's similar when this is like, well, how did you get like this? Who are you? And you never find out, which is like really important, I think, for the Joker. Like, is he adopted? Is he Thomas Wayne's kid? is he not? Is his mom? Does his mom also have mental illness? And like that's not true, or is it true? Like the back of the picture said, "I love your smile" or whatever.
Exactly.
Like, you never really know.
TW.
Exactly.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's enough. I feel there that there's room for you to interpret the possibilities, to postulate the possibilities, to take a line from one of my favorite fighting game players, Smug. So yeah, there's plenty there. I don't know if there was enough. Maybe it was too clever by half for most people to pick up on, because most people might just pick up on the Zazie Beetz character not being there, because that one they made really obvious really with the flashbacks. Yeah. Right. But the other aspects of it, I don't know if everybody's going to catch the nuances or the possibilities. Maybe Thomas was lying.
No, it's true.
Right. And the power of the press. Maybe he just put that out there because those were newspaper clippings in the file.
Right.
He had that kind of juice.
Right. Yeah. He definitely did.
Yeah. Those were more subtle than the other.
Right. In turn, like, for me, my favorite moment in the movie, right, was the moment when Arthur kills his coworker, but spares the other coworker, the
small person.
What was his name?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Something simple too, like Gary or something.
Right, but I mean,
I think it was Gary.
It was Gary, right?
Yes. The when he changed the door.
Oh my god!
When he chained the door, I immediately knew.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck was gonna happen? Didn't know if he was gonna then kill him because he could leave.
Right.
But I knew that there was gonna be a moment like that,
and
it turning out the way it did, dark humor up the ass. It's like I wanted more moments like that.
That was more Joker.
That kind of calculated madness.
Yeah.
I didn't see enough of that.
I think it's because this was the story of like getting to the calculated madness. So like the things you were talking about being uncomfortable, like so like you were uncomfortable, and I actually found it weird that I felt more comfortable the more like Joker he became. I was like, okay, like this scene broke. Yeah, this scene he's killing the thing. You're like, oh, okay, this is Joker.
But
like, why am I comfortable with this?
Well, one more thing before I pass the friends, like. I can't say, though, that I enjoyed watching him get to there. What I mean by that is...
Yeah, that's...
I definitely stopped trying to have sympathy with him once he killed his mom.
I know.
Because I'm like, yeah, she lied to you, or you at least believe... You're behaving as if you believe she lied to you.
Yeah.
Because, again, we don't know what to rely on. We don't know what's... Right, we don't know what's what. But I'm like, I also got the impression that you believe she might have been mentally ill. Right. Because you had the flashbacks of her being told that she was mentally ill.
Right.
So I'm like, you know you're mentally ill, and I know that I shouldn't base this on any type of rationale or logic, but the character lost, for me, all possibility of sympathy once he killed his mom. Treating her the way society was treating him, it was too 1-to-1. Because he was like, he killed her because he was frustrated because of what she did to him.
Yeah.
Because of her mental illness. Yet he, in the rant that he gives on the show later, is talking about how society has treated people like him like shit, basically, and this is the result of that. That's the punchline. Yeah. So at that point, he becomes somewhat hypocritical, and I can't root for him after that, but that's fine.
Which is good. Yeah, exactly. That's totally supposed to happen.
Right. But yeah, that's my take. France wants to say something.
That was the point in the movie. That is my least favorite, because I made the same realization.
The killing of the mom.
Yes, because I couldn't reconcile his response to that.
Yeah,
right.
But then I had to. It wasn't about her. It was about him.
Yeah,
right.
I was like, okay. That was also my favorite part of the movie because it had my favorite Easter egg in it.
Which one?
Which is such a weird thing to think of, but.
Killing mom.
The whole thing about put on a happy face.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Commodus and Gladiator.
Oh no! Trust me,
Marcus Aurelius.
That was in my. that was in the bank. But there. That was the most relevant and continuous. That was the most repetitive use of a thing to tell you a thing what it is, which is one of those cinema verite type things. It's telling you what it is the whole time. Happy. His mom called him happy.
Yeah.
Happy is short for Arthur, in the way that Dick is short for Richard.
Is it?
Yeah, it's one of those things that people don't. It's not a common.
I did not know
thing
that.
I did
anymore.
not know that
Arthur
either.
Gilmore?
Oh my god, that makes sense.
But
No, it doesn't.
His
but
name is
anyway.
Arthur
All
Gilmore.
right, but I
No.
didn't know that.
That's like a
I thought
regular
that was just
name.
her endearing nickname for him.
No, but there are other. Yeah, there's a lot of other references you can make where people are called Happy. Who name Arthur will get called Happy, and it's like that's a thing.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, he says to her, "I haven't been happy my whole life,"
Right.
Yeah.
and that clicked for me. I was like, "Oh, my Lord Jesus!"
Yeah.
And anytime that there's a reference to Happy, it's just her making not recognizing his condition.
Right.
He's crying, but he's laughing.
Yeah.
Right.
So she thought he was happy.
Right.
Called him like it's just a way they folded that happy into the story over and over and over again. And then he goes, "I was never happy."
Yeah.
Right.
And-
'Cause he literally never was.
Double entendre, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That moment was amazing
Well, I
and
think
terrible.
that was like the turning moment of the film. Like, I mean, you could say there's a bunch of turning moments of the film because I think they did that on purpose.
Right.
But this is one of the turning moments for him, like really becoming who he felt he was. So I think that, like, I always knew he was going to kill his mom once he found out the information and all that stuff.
I didn't.
Well, I think I knew because
I thought she was dead when he was outside smoking a cigarette.
I know I thought she just died because of a stroke.
Right.
But when he was sitting there and having his speech, I knew him before. I was like, he's gonna kill her because it doesn't matter. Like, I didn't think anything of him killing the mom because I knew it didn't make sense. And I feel like that's why they did it. It didn't make sense for him to kill his mom. It really didn't. But because the Joker doesn't do things that really make sense.
Right. He doesn't do things that make sense. But there's always, like, a punchline. There's always an irony, or he doesn't just do things randomly all the time. Like, he there's always an outcome that you wouldn't have connected to the actions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You didn't get it.
But because you didn't get it, right?
Yeah.
But once it happens, you're like, this motherfucker. Like, all this time.
Well, that's like, I had
Right.
thought, like, this motherfucker before he even did it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, he's going to kill her because, one, it doesn't make sense. And two, it's like he's trying to be born again. Not in the Christian sense, but like actually physically being born.
Yeah.
So he kills his mom because he's someone else now.
Yeah.
And that's what I
Joker.
was like, okay, you're Joker now.
He's who De Niro called him.
Yeah, exactly. That's who he is now. And I didn't take it for anything other than that at that moment because I was like, okay, you're going to kill your mom. I'm not going to think anymore about it because
Right.
it's
you're
going to
nuts.
happen. Yeah.
Now, okay, so I gave it an 8 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
One of the reasons I gave this movie an 8 out of 10 is because I can see the taxi driver aspects of the film. I can see that.
Right.
Right? And they chose to tell a Joker origin story
Right.
with that kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
What's unfortunate, in my opinion, with this film, and Joaquin Phoenix, I think he did a fine job, is that I wish it happened. They made this movie 10 years ago. Because now, where can you go
Yeah.
with this? You can't.
Yeah.
You would have to recast. You have to do something else.
Yeah.
You can't really go far because, believably, Bruce is what? 12, the max.
Oh my
At
god.
maximum age, I would give you 12 years old.
Yes. Agreed.
At minimum.
I'm like, how old are you, Joker?
Right. At minimum, you got to give him 10 years to train up, grow up, become Batman, right? Or to at least try to be Batman. 10 years. That means you're adding 10 years to this Joker.
Ugh.
You add 10 years to this Joker, he's in his late 40s.
You find
or
out he's
50s.
77 years
You
old.
see what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you can't go anywhere with it.
No.
What I'm saying with that, and I'll pass it to y'all, see what y'all think. I kind of wish they would have chosen to do a Joker origin movie
Yeah.
in a type of Silence of the Lambs style, where he's an older Joker,
Oh, okay.
but and he's mind fucking you, and
Yeah.
maybe you even introduce a Harley Quinn type character there in that moment. But he's older, and you get the flashbacks, and you don't know what to believe from
you
the
don't know what's
flashbacks.
going on, yeah.
But at least there's room there that you could see the back and forth with him and Batman, the dichotomy of that, the similarities too. somewhere within that narrative universe. In this one, I feel like it ends right here.
Yeah.
And maybe you can give me another Joker movie with no Batman.
I don't know.
But there's not a lot of room there.
No.
So that was part of where I'm like, I feel like that was. Unfortunately, I'm like, that's a mistake because I want more.
Well, that's the thing.
But I'm never gonna get
You're
more
not gonna
of
get
this
more.
Joker.
I think
never
that
gonna
like
get more.
either they did that like on purpose because I think it really was supposed to be like a one-off.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard from another source at Brosis that some people were saying that after seeing it, they really wished that there was a sequel with Batman.
Right.
So you could see, because I mean, it's true.
Absolutely.
The dynamic between the two of them is what makes you feel whole. And right now we kind of feel like half.
I mean,
we feel like not complete.
Joker, right? In this universe, Joker, in his demented mind, believes in the possibility, perhaps,
right,
that he could be the brother
that's my
of
brother.
Bruce
Right.
Wayne.
Yeah.
What a payoff in a movie if you can give me a moment where Joker figures out Batman
He's
is
like,
Bruce Wayne.
I am your father.
Right. Exactly.
But the one from Toy Story.
Exactly. So we won't get that. And I feel like that was a little short-sighted in the sense that if they had went the Silence of the Lamb route,
right,
still could have had a Joaquin Phoenix performance. Powerful,
it would be interesting.
But at least you leave some room.
But I just want to talk about how in the hell does a stranger come up to little Bruce Wayne at the gate, putting fingers in mouths and doing tricks, and there is no one for like 10 minutes? This kid's playing by the gate?
Hubris.
What the fuck is this?
Straight up hubris.
I was like, yeah, he came a little late.
I don't know what the
He got
fuck
his
Alfred
finger
was
in his
doing.
mouth.
If
Like,
he had a
where were
shotgun,
you?
I'd have been
Cutting
more
roses?
impressed.
Like,
2 fingers in the mouth.
I was like, don't touch. And then this kid's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you do this. Fuck that.
He's rich. He probably stumbled in on a fucking Eyes Wide Shut party with his parents. Shit is normal.
Why are you not wearing a mask?
Yeah, that was one thing I enjoyed. Well, not enjoyed. Right before it happened, I was like, this whole madness is gonna get his parents killed. That's what's gonna happen. And then it happened. But it was the first time ever that it made sense that 2 fucking rich people would go down an alley to go home.
Yeah, because the alley was the safest place.
The alley was the safest place. I was like, thank you for doing that, because all the other things didn't make no sense at all. You come out the movies and go down an alley?
Yeah.
Just go to the car. Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Get into your driver's car, because you're not driving yourself home. You didn't park down the alley.
Alfred fucked up again.
Yep, that's the first time it did make sense, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you get for a penny's worth.
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean, I think all in all, I enjoyed. Again, yeah, it's weird to say enjoyed, because it's like that's not the right word.
Right.
You don't come out of it being like like you're just like.
Yeah, like in Breaking Bad, I enjoyed watching the breakdown of Walter.
Right.
I really did. But it's tragic, but you enjoy it and transforming into the Heisenberg character. Here, I did not enjoy watching him break down. It was miserable.
It was.
But in a way that was done, like, it was well done. It was done well, yeah.
I actually feel the opposite.
Of
That's
course
fine.
he does.
That's fine.
Actually, I enjoyed. You know what? No, it's because the way they layered it. I was like, after he bops the security, the 3 dudes on the train, he does that dance, and the dance is his body keeps crossing over itself, and it's this constant reference to left and right, and like he's always blending and moving and doing this thing, and then there's that crazy epic scene where he's sitting there smoking after he goes to see the comedy show, and he's writing with both hands.
Yeah.
And that interplay, that stuff, that gets me.
Well, I
That
think you
stuff
can say you
gets me.
enjoy the performance.
Right, he left-handed is when he writes that weird shit.
Yeah, about
And
the mental.
when he shoots the guys on the train, he shoots them with his left hand.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
another thing I noticed.
But that kind of intentionality, that is something I enjoy
He's
because
also
it's a
dancing like the host. Like the host does a little dance.
yeah, the little like
You know, it's probably inspired by that too.
Well,
love
the
it.
little Easter egg thingies. God, I can't remember it now. There was a line that like animated Joker used to
get
say
what you
that,
deserve.
Yeah, you get what you deserve. I was like, yo, he used to say that, and he would get into the scary Mark Hamill was like, get what you deserve, like that kind of voice. And I was like, yo, he says that. There's like little things like that I was like, he played on all the Jokers that he remembers, either like the director or writer or whatever, like remembers in all these different iterations to bring into this, which I thought was fun. I thought it was really fun.
Yeah, it was well done. Zazie Beetz' performance was really good because I'm like, when we learned that it was all bullshit,
right?
I'm like, oh yeah, she sold that because
Yes.
who the fuck and why?
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
When he opens the door and starts like kissing, I was like, nuh-uh.
Yeah, no. Well, that one I knew was bullshit.
Yeah, I was like, no way.
But her showing up to the thing,
the comedy show,
and
yeah,
at the diner,
and then at the hospital.
Oh yeah.
I was
Yo,
like,
we were like, I look at my, I was
she has
like,
a daughter. Where's her daughter?
Right.
You know?
I was like, this is moving quick.
Yeah.
Also, just quick update: it is pronounced Bates.
Oh yeah, she did that whole post
It's Zazie
on her
Bates.
Instagram. She was like,
Okay.
it's pronounced Bates.
Okay, Zazie Beetz.
Yeah, Zazie Bates. And it just makes me think about Rihanna. Apparently that's how you say her name.
Rihanna.
Yeah. She says it herself.
Not Rihanna.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
That one's going to be hard for me. And it is Zendaya.
No, just say Riri.
Oh, you're right. I'm just going to say Riri. Thank you. But it is Zendaya. I watched her, 72 questions on thing. She calls herself Zendaya.
It's fine. She's going to get the double name treatment from me. Sorry.
Zendaya.
Jessica Chastain, whatever.
Basinger or Bassinger.
Yeah, she's going to get that. Trying to think what else was.
I mean,
shout out to the Bronx.
Yes, shout out to the
Bronx.
Bronx.
Mad spots. Mount Eden train station on the 4 line. I was like, okay.
He was all over the place. I think at one point I did throw up the X just cuz.
Yeah, there was. I can't remember what you
said. I had to do it. I don't know why. But yeah. I mean, Joaquin did the damn thing. Skinny as fuck. Please eat food.
He did a special diet to lose 50 pounds.
Oh Lord.
It's nuts.
Yo, there's a wiry strength to the Joker that's represented in the comics. Like he grabs you, it's quiet for you. You're not getting out the grip. And they did that a couple times in the movie, and I was like, ooh, it's good. I feel like they did compiled all the Jokers they could.
They did.
Yeah, I think they did.
All right.
That journal though, sick.
Oh my God!
Goodness.
When he's on the show and it turned, it was just like a naked lady.
Yeah,
I was like,
titties.
oh.
I was like, okay, that's in there for research purposes. Yes, correct.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a joke in there.
How about when he shoots the gun in the living room and then turns the volume up on the TV?
On the TV.
Yo.
After the fact.
I'm like, nobody else in the building.
Also, I was like, did you kill someone next door just now?
Nah, he shot a brick wall.
All right,
Oh, okay.
I got to put this on the table.
Uh-oh.
I got to see it a second time.
Oh, right. He saw it twice. That's like, I need a break. Make room in my brain.
And there was a moment that was troubling for me. Todd Phillips
Just one?
himself saying, why he's backing away from comedy.
Todd Phillips?
Yes.
Because The Hangover 4 was like, we're not doing it. No.
No, he's just like, right now a lot of comedians, every comedian's in the damn news because everything offends someone.
Right.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And he was like, I'm not going to, people's too woke. I'm not going to do comedy no more. Everything offensive. I'm not going to. But then that line gets dropped in the movie almost verbatim.
When is he?
This is right before Joker pops Murray. Wait, they the back and forth they're having about you can't say that. That's not comedy.
Oh, yeah, you can't joke about
You
that.
can't joke.
Right.
And he was like, who decides what's funny? Like, there's a whole, like, expanded monologue there.
Subjective.
Yeah.
And I found that disturbing in a different way.
Right.
I'm just like, well,
I mean, we talked about this a lot,
it's
too.
just, I'm like,
this is what I feel like you're saying. Or this is one of the things I took away from the ending of the movie. You asked me initial reactions, but ending of the movie was, and please don't red flag me for this. Get me for something better.
Red flag.
Get me
a lot of the shit he said during that talk show interview.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't have been an interview, by the way.
I know. I was like, I thought he was going to say
the
joke.
cameras
Like,
rolling?
yo,
I was like, call the
Yeah,
cops.
fucking cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. Was the fact that, like, is he wrong though? Like, there was a lot he was saying that what he did was wrong.
Right.
But a lot of what he was saying,
No, he wasn't wrong.
Oh no, nah, that was valid.
wasn't wrong. So it's like, damn, that's the part where it is uncomfortable because you're like, well, fuck, you know, and are people with mental illnesses marginalized and misrepresented, and you know, are they victims of, you know, the fucking
society's
bureaucratic,
exactly,
the red tape and
canceling things?
The answer to all of that is yes, and unfortunately yes.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, what do we do about it? You know?
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I kind of didn't really like that. Not that I didn't like that speech.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the end it was too forward for me.
Right.
He was just saying it outright
mm-hmm.
after we had seen it already.
Right.
So for me, I was like, I know someone else needs this moment.
Right.
It's not me. And I felt like it was just too easy.
Right.
For him to be like, oh, I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, that's technically subjective, too, because someone else is probably like, oh, my God, really?
Well, that was the other layer that I saw repetitive, that happened in repetition. Mike expanded on that with his treatment of his own mother.
Right. That's
who
true.
had a mental illness, and he didn't treat that with. He might have had a mental. Yeah. Well, they said he should. Well, might have. Who knows what Thomas Wayne had the juice about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he operated in a way that made the audience believe that he believed that she did.
Yes.
Right.
But then I saw there's a whole nother layer to this movie about how people treat each other, and in particular how we respond to that treatment. Right. So I saw it the second time with some of my elder students.
Right.
And they. When the thing happens with the chain lock and he kills Randall.
Yeah, and then Gary.
And then Gary can't get out.
Yeah.
I know.
Only some people laughed.
Yo, in our theater, everyone freaking hilariously laughed.
In our theater, everybody laughed, but it was an uncomfortable
It was so uncomfortable.
And that is a whole nother layer for me.
Right.
That I didn't know, that I don't know the origin of the intention. That when he bumps into the glass at the hospital, there's these moments of levity, like about what's funny and what's not, that show up symbolically in a bunch of different ways, and I'm really curious about where that comes from.
It's a double entendre or metaphor for the whole thing.
Well, this is why I wanted to see more moments like that, which I actually gave a good explanation for why probably aren't. This is the beginning of that, but the only other person in the movie that he interacts with on a daily besides mom who gets it on the daily was Gary.
Yeah.
You know, he was the butt of jokes at work.
Right.
And he laughed too, but he didn't mean to.
Is that really laughing?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Really laughing.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, I think Joker made a point to, I'm not going to hurt you because you know how I feel.
Right.
Just differently.
Yeah.
And he lets him go.
And he said to him, like, he's like, yeah, you've always been, like, good to me, man, or whatever.
You're the only one who treated me nice.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
So it's like, I kind of wanted more moments like that.
That's what I think. Yeah,
he might not have had more people like that in his life to have a moment like that with.
But I think that's what that feeling is like where you want another one, because I think if there was another one, there'd be way more scenes like that. Yeah, I think it would be you expand more on that.
And my last point for the film would be, another reason I would want to see another one is because, like I said, it was kind of disturbing just how many people were with it to basically, you saw how gently they pulled him out of the police car and waited for him to ride.
I know, that was like, I don't know, that was weird to me.
Yeah, it was messianic, and there were mad people, and whether they were all there or not could have been part of his delusion. I don't know.
That's true.
But let's assume that they were. I would like to see the city that no longer rallies behind the Joker, but starts realizing
who he is,
right.
And then like falling back. Probably still falling back into the Gotham that needs a Batman, but that fervor of support, like, yeah, nah. You know, I would like to see the city crumble around him, and then his reaction to that as well.
Then it becomes Heath Ledger's Joker. No.
Well, I mean, there is a moment like that in the Heath.
Right. Need a better class of criminal.
When they don't use the fucking bombs.
Yeah.
You know, and that was a powerful moment.
Yeah.
So
that's funny because I rushed to the theater. You know, we went to Alamo, so because I wanted to see. Well, I wanted to see that whole history of Joker that they know they were going to give me, and they mentioned that scene. They talk about everything, and like it was funny because, you know, again, my coworker's watching. She's like, "Do they even want us to see the movie?" And we're like, "Technically, no, because this movie shouldn't have been made." So everything, because like whoever does those, you know, is obviously a comic book person or like very into the culture, and they know what it means to make a standalone Joker film. So like, I'm going to show you why this shouldn't have happened.
and at the very end of that, they said the only thing they ever had to say through the whole thing was Joker inspires people to follow behind him, goons, consiglieres, Harley Quinns, all types of stuff. And ultimately, because he's the bad guy, he doesn't ever really win because he's not trying to get anything.
Right.
I was like, and the only person he ever really defeats are the people who follow him.
Yeah.
And that's the moment that, and my head exploded because I'm like, that's dead ass. And then that's exactly what you're implying.
Saying, yeah.
We win.
Yeah, it gives you a lot to talk about, a lot to think about, different things to feel, and I think that was the point of it. I don't think it really was for anything, which in a sense means it didn't need to be made either. Yeah. You know,
he's getting Oscar noms or what?
I think
it depends.
It depends.
He gave an Oscar-worthy performance.
Sure did.
But the world we live in, much like the movie is implying, things are not what they seem, and nothing is fair.
Right.
So he might not, because people might be afraid to love it.
Yeah.
And what I said to Aisha, who brought up something similar, I was like, well, rest his soul, but they gave it to Heath posthumously.
Right.
Yeah. And I wondered sometimes if it was
alive.
because he had passed, because he had brought such a darkness to the screen. I don't know if anybody wanted to laud that in his living life, or if they was I'm like,
I think he'll get nominated for sure, because you can't deny a performance like that.
Nah, SAG, he's got it.
Yeah, SAG. Oh my God, I don't know. That's a vote from the people. That's not payments.
I don't see how he's not nominated.
Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna be
Same.
nominated. It's unclear if he would win.
Like, you're gonna show me 6 other lead actor performances that were that nuanced, that disturbing, that moving. I'm like
that full on too.
You gonna show me that 6 other ones? No.
Just everything he did, it was like, oh my God.
The choices he made
Every
were
choice.
Damn, did he make a wrong choice? I don't think so.
I mean, I had 2 editing issues with it, but we don't have to go into that.
2 editing.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Okay, well now I need to know.
Well, we'll talk about it off. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Motherfuckers donate. No.
Legit. You want bonus content?
Nah, we ain't ready for that yet. Soon.
Soon.
But anyway,
look out.
overall, I stick by my score, but I feel what y'all saying.
Yeah. There's a lot to it.
Same.
All right, so we're gonna go into some trailers, a little more lighthearted. Is it? I don't think so.
Anything is lighter than this.
Anything is. That's true.
Literally anything.
Right from the headlines. No.
Oh my gosh. So I'm actually super excited about this. The Shining sequel.
The Shining.
I always spell that wrong. Did I spell it wrong?
Yes, but what you wrote was Shinning, so I guess not.
The Shining sequel.
I wasn't even referring to that. I was making a Simpsons reference.
So I thought she was, but she just misspelled it.
No, I'm sorry. I was making a
we can't say that.
Reference.
You want to get sued?
It totally was. That was what that was.
Treehouse of Terror.
Whatever. It's not called the Shining sequel anyway.
If I don't hear Ewan McGregor do a Groundskeeper Willie performance,
oh my God,
impersonation during
listen, bro,
it is not good.
Let's get at him on Twitter.
It's too late.
That's
this
Michael Rosenbaum. Him.
The movie is done.
Michael Rosenbaum.
No, it looks really cool. I don't understand it totally, but I'm with it.
What do you mean? He's magic. The little girl's magic.
The girl is magic.
Supermarkets are dangerous.
I guess I don't remember what it has to do with the original besides that he's the son.
The house wanted to eat the boy's magic.
Right.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
It's, if he will.
So who's the lady?
The lady represents a group of people who eat.
Oh, okay.
The Shining.
They eat the Shining.
Pennywise does, essentially. But he just does it in a different way.
They eat the magic. See. They eat your light.
Okay. And he's technically trying to protect the girl, right?
The girl's light.
Right.
And she's got a powerful light.
Right.
She's cool. It's fun. I remember, I think I told my brother, I was like, they're doing a sequel to The Shining. He's like, oh man, are they going to find Jack Nicholson's dead body in the maze?
I'm actually...
They're going to find his frozen body in the maze?
If we don't, I'll be disappointed. I would be remiss if we don't get some memes made about the black girl reacting so strongly to a white woman touching her hair.
Facts.
Yes.
In the trailer.
I'm about this.
That, I mean, no. Don't
Yeah,
ask
no.
and no.
No.
Fucking no. And
And she's
especially
like, ah.
and especially not ask and then still. Okay? No.
No.
Fucking no.
The lines are
About
drawn.
this. So wait, when does it come out? Because like I wish I could have it for Halloween, but I know it's not gonna be.
Isn't it November 1st?
Yes.
Comes out November 1st.
So I could see it the 31st. I could see it on Halloween.
In
Possibly.
theory, yes.
Who's excited?
You are.
Apparently.
What?
Oh, November 8th.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's really the first. Let's be real.
Don't touch
True.
my hair.
Solange, by the way. It's a good song.
Oh, her name we could say.
Yo, we brought up Beyonce.
You brought up Beyonce. I brought up the Hive.
I said all nice things. I don't. They were good things. She's famous. All right, so the next one I honestly can't speak to because, as you all may know, I have not seen Breaking Bad.
Right.
But there is a movie, Netflix movie.
Comes out in less than 2 days.
Good. Woo. Whoa. Okay.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah. I mean, I keep seeing trailers for it like it's coming out in theaters.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be big.
There's a countdown app.
Are you serious?
I didn't do it. It's sponsored.
I didn't do it.
Look,
You
it
just
says-
signed a petition for it.
It's a thing. If I click on it,
Yeah.
it's called.
He's doing this right now, by the
okay,
way. This
yes,
is being
I'm
pulled
doing
up on the
this
screen.
on my Samsung smartphone. There's an app I did not ask for that I did not install,
But it's here.
and it's called
Countdown to El Camino.
It's called Countdown to El Camino, a
A
Breaking Bad
Bad
movie.
movie.
But what you can't see, and I don't know how to pull it up, is that you're waiting with Huel, and Huel is a character from the series.
Okay.
You've-
Wait, which series? Breaking Bad
Breaking
or Better
Bad.
Call Saul? Okay.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Actually, I think he does show up in Better Call Saul. I'm not quite sure. I think he does, because I'm like 2 seasons behind in Better Call Saul. So forgive me.
God, there's that many
But-
seasons already?
But Huel, you've probably seen memes of a large set black gentleman lying on a pile of money.
Oh.
Have you never seen memes like that?
No, I
have.
try to stay away from things
And
since I haven't
sometimes
seen much.
next to Bill Burr, also lying on the pile of
What?
money because they were both in the show. Anyway,
Bill
that's
Burr was
that's
in the
Huel.
show?
Yeah, Bill Burr was in the show.
I
So
met
that's Huel, and this fucking thing.
27 hours,
It's telling
14
it's
minutes,
counting
10,
down. Yes,
9,
it is
8.
counting down the time, and you're waiting with Huel for it, which is like
Okay.
hilarious. But yeah,
I mean, it looks
it's gonna be huge.
really deep.
It's gonna be huge. Breaking Bad.
I've
fans
watched the trailers.
Are rabid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to just binge 6 seasons?
It's 5
In
but
2 days.
Here's what I'm gonna say to you.
They did the thing that Community didn't do. Go ahead.
They went to Yahoo?
That's right. No, they did 5 seasons
Instead of
of a movie,
6,
not
yeah.
6.
Oh.
What I'm gonna say to you, Aisha, is
Uh-huh.
that Breaking Bad is kind of like Joker the series,
Oh.
in that but even more tragically, because Walter White is, for all intents and purposes,
The Joker?
a chemistry. No, he's a chemistry school teacher,
I saw the first episode,
a high school.
so I know that.
Yeah, he gets hit with a string of bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
And then we learned more bad luck that was in his life, and he was so tightly wound that he's like, you know what? I can't pay these medical bills.
I'm just going to make meth.
Yeah. And you see the breakdown of this individual.
Mhm.
Greatly acted. The cinematography is peerless. Music choices, godlike. If you can get over Jesse saying bitch every 5 seconds, I think you'd be
I
fine.
can handle that.
But the movie,
As long as he doesn't say what, like frack.
This movie is not going to be what the what was the HBO movie that I was happy to bring back? Oh, Deadwood.
Oh, Deadwood.
Even though that
Did you
movie-
watch that?
I did, and I liked it.
Oh, we gotta talk about it some other time, cause
No, it's fine.
No?
This came out like 5 months ago.
what?
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm behind.
But what I'm saying is that I didn't see any articles written about how many people watched it. I think
Yeah.
we're gonna get that with this Netflix movie. People are gonna watch this shit without having seen Breaking Bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that's smart?
No.
Okay. I just wanted
What
to
is
be
gonna
clear.
happen? I know it.
People did it with Game of Thrones. People went on like the last episode and they're like, "Yeah, I'm going to Game of Thrones party. Never seen an episode."
Yeah, they just
And
wanted to
you're
be
like,
down.
What?
They just wanted to be down.
Yeah. Okay. I will watch it in the many next year when I've seen all of Breaking Bad, do you have to watch Better Call Saul?
No.
Okay.
See, you don't have to. You don't have to watch Better Call Saul, I think, to enjoy this film.
Okay.
This movie, but I've said this 1,000 times. Better Call Saul is a better shot Breaking Bad, and that is saying a lot.
Wow.
Well, do you think it's because of the passage of time? You know, Breaking Bad. No,
because
okay.
Better Call Saul is a prequel.
But I mean, like, in terms of, like, actual our time. So Breaking Bad started however many years ago, and now they've had time to think about it.
I'm going to say
Boom.
Somewhat yes. It's not just their growth.
Yeah.
It's also the fact that, like, oh, yeah, we were really good at that. Let's do more
Let's
of
do
that.
more of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's superbly shot.
Cool. We're going to get on it. We're going to get on the wave. Don't worry. It's just going to take some time. People try and make me watch Boardwalk Empire. I haven't seen that. It's a lot.
Boardwalk Empire was... It ended.
This
The
is
high
Soprano
point,
end.
I'm
Just
gonna say
black.
No. It wasn't a Soprano end, but I'm gonna say that I can't see myself going back and watching it. But I watched it when it was happening.
Yeah.
Week to week. I don't know how good of a binge watch Boardwalk Empire is, but having watched it when I did, it was worth watching.
Yeah. No, everyone says
It was worth watching.
My sister watching. She just gets mad at me every time that I
you
haven't
like Charlie
watched it.
Cox, right?
Yeah.
He's in that.
He's in that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a lot of people in that. Isn't
Michael
Michael K.
K. White.
Williams?
Michael K. Williams.
is
He's
in
in
that.
it.
Chalky White. He plays Chalky
Yeah.
White.
Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon is in that.
Yeah. Oh my God,
He
he's so
didn't-
intense.
And
Tell you
then the main guy,
He-
my
he-
dude,
Oh yeah, the
Steve Buscemi.
Steve
a normal high school kid.
Buscemi.
you know.
I love him. It's my favorite
Spy
part in
Kids.
Was it Happy Gilmore where he calls him
Arthur Gilmore.
in Arthur Gilmore where he calls him and he's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry," and then he crosses his name off and then he puts
Yeah.
the lipstick on.
I think is that
It's my
Happy
favorite
Gilmore or
part.
Billy Madison?
Oh no, it's Billy Madison. You're
Right,
right.
right,
You're right. That's Billy Madison.
I mean William Madison.
There we go, getting it right.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna get it now, friend.
William Madison.
You're gonna get it.
All right. So the last film that's coming out that I'm going to be honest, I had no idea this was a movie.
Up until this point, she wasn't.
I
honest,
had
folks.
Sometimes I'm not.
Unreliable
Sometimes I am.
narrator here, folks.
I had no idea this was a movie. I thought it was a TV show. I thought it was a cartoon. And I thought it was on Netflix. So, like last week, trailer came out and I found out Birds of Prey
I'm so
is
mad at you.
an actual movie.
How did you not know?
And it's actually coming out in theaters.
Yeah. Margot Robbie.
I know, but I thought it was like either on Netflix or the
They
DC
gonna
streaming
put
service.
Rosie Perez and Margot Robbie on Netflix.
I literally was like, wait, this is a movie?
That's hilarious.
I was dying. And it's like all over Comic-Con. I was like, dang,
First of
this
all,
is coming out.
This is cosplay the movie.
Yes.
Because in the trailer,
sure.
Harley Quinn is already one of the most cosplayed characters ever, all the time.
Yeah.
Wherever you go.
Especially the costume she has now. It's like, put on a t-shirt and some Daisy Dukes.
That's what I was gonna say. In the trailer, she wears like 10 different costumes.
Yeah.
Who knows what she wears in the movie?
I saw someone at Comic-Con in the one that looks like really hard, not really hard to make, but like time consuming.
The caution tape.
Yes.
top.
Yeah, and it was perfectly done. I was
That's
like, this
pretty
girl Weeks was cutting plastic.
Yeah, because what's the name? They've been putting teaser photos of this stuff on the social media for months and months and months.
Right.
But yeah, like you said, the official trailer came out, and Ewan McGregor. Speaking
Ewan
of
McGregor.
the devil, he's
Oh
there.
my God, we're having a Ewan McGregor day. At least those two things.
He is Black Mask.
Yes.
At not
Mask.
one point is he wearing a black mask.
No.
in
I
the
don't know
trailer.
this villain. Actually.
You do a little bit.
Do I?
Yeah.
Were they in the animated series?
No, but they were in.
They
No, you
weren't in
didn't.
the animated series.
You didn't watch me. You didn't watch me play Arkham City.
Batman Origins.
or you didn't watch me.
I don't think I watched that one as much as I watched the silent one.
He's featured heavily in that one, and then
He's
there
the
was
main
a
villain in the
What was the-
Arkham or Batman Origins.
is
God
it-
damn it.
Yeah, I
Is
think
it-
I saw the end of that one.
is it animated, John? The one with where the Joker breaks out of prison,
Yeah.
he breaks the glass, and he's just cutting people's throats.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't see that one.
You did.
Black.
I'll watch it again.
Black Mask. How do I explain? Of all the like Gotham criminals, he's the most caricature, like Italian mobster.
Roman Sionis.
So he was more like Jared Leto's Joker.
Yes. Yeah.
Actually?
kind of, sorta.
Yeah.
Hilarious that they've switched
he's-
places in this situation.
Besides like the Falcones and what are the other fake names of the fucking?
Wait, it's the Falcone.
Oh yeah.
Besides those guys,
Yeah. I know what you're talking
he's
about.
the most kind of fake caricature mafioso guy.
So why did they make him into this big? Like from what it looks like in the trailers, he looks like he's a real bad guy. Actually.
Well, they gave him a bit. He was in the comic book. He does plague the birds of prey, but he's kind of like a bit character they kind of threw to see if the chemistry would work.
Yeah, he didn't get big until what was the storyline with Rumor?
Oh
Rumor has
man.
it.
No,
Sorry.
spoiler. I always call it Rumor. With
Oh
spoiler.
no, it was Stephanie Brown.
Yeah, when she gets the journal and then she takes out.
I can't remember the name of
Death
it.
Note.
Damn, that's a huge
It's a big
storyline with Batman, and
He's
I'm
gonna get
fucking
it.
losing
He's
It's
it.
not
gonna pick-
Nightfall, is it? Nightfall
No, I
Protocol?
don't think it's Nightfall.
He's gonna find it.
I don't think it's Nightfall, but Black Mask is a huge villain in that story arc. Black Mask is very flashy. He's a gangster who spends his fucking money in your face.
Okay.
You know, so I guess they got Ewan McGregor, and you see from the trailer his club, like he has the big black hands with the eyes in it. Like it looks like the club. It looks like the fucking Copa.
Is
You know
it,
that he's running. Right.
is it Batman Inc.?
No,
Batman Family?
no.
Batman
I
Family.
could literally get up. It's
Oh, it's
War
over
Games?
there?
Is it over there?
Yes. God.
Yeah,
War Games.
He's huge
War
in that.
Games.
Yeah, because basically he's one of the most opportunistic of the Batman villains.
Okay.
You know, territory is very important to him.
Well, that makes sense in this
Yeah.
situation where she's all like, "Oh, me and the, Joker broke up," and then he's gonna like swing in like, "This is an opportunity."
Yes,
That makes sense.
Actually, yes.
Yeah. But
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna go see it for sure. I guess. I'm scared.
I'm gonna see it
I'm scared.
to support Rosie Perez
I know Rosie Perez.
and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Well, like
I like Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's cool. She
Ramona
been some cool stuff.
Flowers.
mostly for Margot Robbie.
I mean, that's where everyone is going.
I'm actually Renee Montoya is one of my favorite characters in DC, and I'm really upset that Rosie Perez is playing her right now.
Why though?
I know,
Why are
you
you upset that
upset.
Rosie's playing her?
Well,
Her costume was whack. I looked at
because it
Comic-Con.
doesn't look. There's no growth. I want to see. Like, I want to see Renee Montoya that goes from beat cop to detective to the Question.
You don't think you're
Wow.
gonna see that with it?
Hell no.
Why do you think you're not gonna see that with Rosie Perez?
How old is Rosie Perez?
Mostly because of her age and how Hollywood treats that. I don't really feel like that I'm going to 5 years from now going to see her as the Question. I don't think this universe is going to expand at all.
Okay.
I think this is like a test to see if it could. But I think after this movie, this group,
To be fair, we're
Birds
not,
of Prey gonna dissemble. Like
Their
they're
Cassandra Cain talks.
gonna fall apart.
To be fair, I did bring up Joaquin Phoenix's age as a detriment to
Right.
how I saw them choosing him and the timing of the film. So it's not like we're just doing that for women, and because that happens a lot.
And we're not being ageist. It's
Yeah,
about the
it's not
characters.
that. Francis is just saying
Yeah.
that he doesn't know where they can go given the
Right.
time frame.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what she does with it, with the role.
I think this is why I
You
thought
know,
it
for
wasn't
now.
a movie. I thought it was
Yeah, you
Like
thought
a-
it was a fucking.
it's a side
You
thing.
thought it was a mobile game. Fuck
Yeah.
outta here.
I'm telling you.
You-
I was like, what's this app?
I don't have an iPhone.
I was like, this is
Angry
for
Birds
real?
of Prey? What? What?
That was too much. Well,
And is it rated R? It's rated R, right? 'Cause they say,
Is it?
Yeah, they say shit and.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it rated R? Actually, I
it
don't
might
know.
not be because we watched this thing that was talking about ratings, and they actually cursing is not the one. You get a certain amount of
Yeah, you
curses
can say
before,
fuck,
right?
the
I
X-Men
think you
have
can
said-
say it once.
Yeah, the X-Men always get that one fuck
Yeah, you can
off.
get one.
Mhm.
But what makes something rated R is more sexual things.
Oh,
So
well,
if there were a lot of sex things, it would probably be rated R. But
No, I'll be-
violence apparently
I'll be-
depends.
I'll be disappointed if this Margot Robbie movie is not rated R then.
Then you might be disappointed.
That's fine.
I was looking for it now.
He's
You would
still-
think
he's-
this would be.
Wait,
Well,
what are
you looking for the rating?
Yeah,
Oh,
Just go to IMDb. What?
I am.
No, it doesn't say
if
it
there.
they've
It didn't say anything.
Rated it.
Oh yeah, maybe it's not rated yet.
No.
Well, I mean, it got a red band trailer, didn't it?
Did
Yes.
Yeah. So if you
So maybe
only
it is
R-rated
rated
movies
R?
get red band trailers, am I
Again,
wrong?
maybe this
Yes,
is why I
it's
thought it
rated
was
R.
on Netflix.
It's rated R. See, yeah, I
Yeah.
knew it.
So there is sex.
No, not necessarily, but you know.
Okay. Well, when does it even come out?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
What?
No.
February 7th, 2020.
I was like, wow, I've lost so much time.
Tomorrow.
I just found out it was a movie yesterday.
Oh, I know.
And now it's already out. No.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
What?
Breaking news.
Chris Messina is in it.
And that is
an actor when you see his face, you'll know.
Zaz, right?
Yeah, but he's Victor Zaz. Yeah.
He's Victor Zaz.
Is that spoilers?
Well, I mean, no,
Oh,
Victor
that guy.
Zaz is the
I
dude
know who
you
Victor
saw.
Zaz is.
Yeah. Ali Wong.
Ali Wong?
Yeah.
What is she doing in this movie?
Yeah.
Well, now I really want to see it.
Now.
Ali Wong is in it.
All right, we got
That's
Ali
my
Wong
girl.
ally.
I want to meet Ali Wong one day.
Okay. Well,
Listen,
get in a fucking superhero costume.
always be my
and,
baby.
Patrol Gotham. That's how you do it.
Oh, right.
Maybe
Just the
Ali
rest of
Wong
them.
is the one playing Cassandra King. Maybe I'm wrong. No.
No.
I think it's that little girl.
No, it is.
Ella J. Basco. Yeah.
It's the
Right.
little girl. It's the little girl.
Indiana Jones is co-pilot.
Oh. My God.
Wow.
Well.
All right.
All right. Well, I guess check us next time when we talk about, what are we talking about next? What is there to talk about?
I could talk
Watchmen?
about El Camino. Watchmen.
El Camino, yes.
Well, Watchmen might be too far off, but El Camino definitely.
Oh, yeah, no, it's the 20th.
Gemini Man. I'm gonna go see that.
Oh, you're going to see it?
I am.
I don't know if I'm going to see it,
I
so
have
maybe
3
you'll have to
days
be our
this weekend
authority.
to see it because I'm off Monday. So
You'll be our authority on that.
I will see Gemini
Because
Man.
I can't guarantee I'm going to see it.
It's Gemini Man.
I know. I don't know. I'm not that excited. People are excited. I'm not that excited.
Clive Owen doesn't do it for you.
I think the 2 Will Smiths, I'm over it.
It's only one.
Yeah, okay.
It's only one.
There's a CGI one. I don't know. I didn't understand what I was supposed to be interested in the story. I'm like, oh no, he's trying to kill
For
himself.
someone who's memed that the shit out of that Will Smith, Uncle Phil, I don't need my dad, to hell with him scene, I'm upset that I don't know more of it by heart. So, so I could have said it to you that Gemini Man doesn't need you.
The
It's
one
still
where his
probably
dad
gonna
comes
be
back
number
for
one.
the truck.
Gemini
Isn't-
Man
yeah.
will be number 1 this weekend.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I like the director always.
I mean, it's Will
He
Smith.
says like great things. I mean, Will Smith doesn't do bad, but
Yeah, he doesn't do bad.
Yeah.
And Joker, I think, won't carry 2 weeks in a row.
I don't think it would either.
I don't think
No
so.
one's coming back to see that.
No, I don't think it's a repeat viewing type
No.
thing, and I don't think it's gonna get.
And if you haven't seen it in the first weekend, I think you're like, oh wait,
Yeah, I'll wait.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I've heard a
'Cause
lot of people
most-
say that already. Like,
Most
"I'll
of the
wait."
time, when people go to the movies, they want to feel good. No, I'm serious.
I think that's like a line from another movie, right?
I think so.
What movie is that?
If it's a movie about making movies, then they're not lying. Like I think most of the time when people go to films, they want to feel good.
Yeah.
Even if they go for a scare, they want to feel good, optimistic.
Or even like a drama. It's like
Right.
you get enthralled in the characters and you
you're
can
not-
be sad, but you're not.
right.
Like,
You're not feeling good after this film, after Joker. But I think Gemini Man is gonna do it.
Well, that's the thing too. I think about there's a lot of TV shows that are doing that right now, like this uncomfortable thing. There's the show Fleabag. Oh my god, it's really good.
Oh.
But you're so uncomfortable.
Speaking of shows, a lot of anime is gonna be coming out. Season 4, My Hero Academia.
Food Wars.
7 Deadly Sins, Food Wars. All of that drops in the next coming days, I think.
I've been waiting for TV to ramp back up, to be
Yeah.
honest. We haven't been able to review a lot of TV because it's been like slowly coming back.
Yeah. We will have some anime takes for you next episode, guys.
Yeah. Exciting.
Guys, gals, everyone.
All right. Listen to our next episode.
It'll be spooky.
Oh, is it Halloween? I don't know
Well,
dates.
it'll be closer to it, so we'll be spooky. For you.
Ooh,
We'll be spooky.
ooh. I'll be in costume.
All right.
You
No
gotta trust
video,
that I am.
Costume.
That'll be the thing. Is she really in costume? And then you guys just keep describing.
I'm not
costume.
wearing any pants.
My hair is purple.
Yep.
He's gonna keep making up costumes.
Well,
Yeah.
See you next time.
on those notes.
All the notes.